2 a.m. and I'm losing my shit. Not okay, okay, boo boo? Like, I'm not okay. Someone help, please. Ooh. Okay, so it's 2 a.m. I've been able to go to sleep. More like, I kind of like pushed past like where I was kind of tired and now I'm like awake. And so I've just been doing like random stuff. Because I'm awake. Can't go to sleep. So yeah, been doing that, and I've been reading this romance book that I really like because the main character is androgynous, which is basically means like he's both like feminine, but he's also masculine. Which like from his point of view, like he was like very like his like features and everything are very feminine, but he's like a male, and so like I don't know, like that's just how he is. And he's also gay. And I'm like, you. And then like he's like this one guy who's like pansexual, like fell in love with him, and like he's trying to get like the androgynous main character's like attention or whatever, and like the androgynous main character kind of likes him, and they're like building up this romance story between them, and it's adorable and I love it, blah blah blah. And then this dude, like the androgynous dude, like he's like really beautiful or whatever, and then his cousin is like in the modeling industry or whatever, because apparently beauty runs in the family, I guess, I don't know. And his cousin is like in this modeling agency, and then his cousin like breaks her foot, and then so like he went with her to tell like her modeling agency that like, I'm sorry, I can't like model standing up anymore, like I broke my foot. And they saw him and they were like, you're gonna be her replacement. And he was just kind of like, okay. And so he's like being like her model replacement for this like modeling agency, and like he's not really complaining that much because like they're gonna pay him a lot of money, like they're paying him thousands of dollars just for this one modeling set. So like that is crazy, and really good deal if you think about it. So like, you know what? And so he's doing this, and then like he's modeling like in pairs with like this one other model guy who's also androgynous. Like he's very like feminine, but he's a male, and like they're both like the photographers were all like, yeah, pretend you're like lovers or whatever. And then they were like pretending they're lovers and like caressing each other or whatever, and then or caressing each other or whatever, and then they literally kissed, and then like of course the main character faints because he's just very sensitive, okay? And he faints, and then he wakes up like a couple like minutes later and is all like, oh, I'm sorry I fainted, blah blah, I'm all embarrassed, like blushing like cutely, blah blah. And then he kisses like the dude like normally, like again, and is like, boy, I like this guy too. I like this guy, and then I also like my pansexual like high school friend. Like, what is this? Does this mean I like both of them? And then I'm just kind of like, yo, I signed up for androgynous like cute romance. I did not sign up for a 3 fucking like triangle romance like bullshit. Like I don't believe in triangle romance. Like I don't believe in threesomes. Oh, I mean, like you can do threesomes like for like pleasure purposes, but like I don't believe in like threesomes as like an actual like romantic like thing. Like I'd love triangle. I don't think that's like should be a thing, because in the wise words of fucking Johnny Depp, technically Jack Sparrow, like if you fall in love a second time, you obviously didn't love the first one that much. So boy, you don't have a love triangle, okay? I'm not dealing with this bullshit. Like I don't believe in love triangles. I do not do love triangles. Boy. Basically, love triangles are just like you being an indecisive little piece of shit, and then like stringing along one of your like at least one person, and then like stringing them along, leading them on, and then dumping them off for the other person. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, This is not Bachelorette. This is not a fucking, like, drama. This is, like, classic fucking romance. Like, I just want my typical fucking, like, somewhat interesting plot, like, somewhat interesting characters, and then, like, a cute little story to go along with it. Like, I don't need your fucking drama, people. Like, no. And then, like, if you're that fucking indecisive, like, what are you doing even falling in love? Like, you're stupid. Like, people are just so stupid. Like, I'm done with the love triangles. Like, I don't care how cute this story started off. Like, I ain't doing a fucking love triangle, boo-boo. I'm sorry, but that's not happening. Like, I don't do love triangles. Ever. So now I have to find something else to distract myself. Like, either finding another book, which... yeah, I don't really feel like scrolling through, like, thousands of books to find the right one. Well, okay. Listening to music, maybe. I don't know. I listen to music, like, pretty much, like, from the minute I woke up to, like, 4 hours ago, I stopped listening to music. So, like, I'm kind of done listening to music. Or you could just go to sleep, you know. It's fucking 2 a.m. You should go to sleep at 2 a.m., Angela, huh? Isn't that a bright idea? Who knew? I don't want to go to sleep, though. Sleep is boring. Right down, bitch. Also, I did something kind of risky today. You know my crush that I was talking about, that I was, like, extremely excited about? I was, like... I'm not a very patient person, so, like, when I make a decision or when I have a thought, like, it usually happens within, like, a short amount of time. Like, when I make a decision or I make, like, have a thought, like, or something, an action that I want to do, I usually do it rather quickly. Like, I don't, like, wait around like a fucking pussy bitch. Like, I get it done. And, unless it's something, like, really, really big, or, like, something that I'm, like, really, 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 really insecure about, then it takes me a while. But usually it doesn't take me longer than a couple months to do it. But it still takes me a little while. But, like, usually I get through things pretty fast. Because I just, like, just be like, bitch, like, wake the fuck up. Like, get it done. Like, you might as well get it done. Like, if you fail, you failed. You move on. Okay? And I don't know why I started, like, having, like, a fucking New Yorker accent during that little spiel. But okay. Okay, but, like, so, I, did something brave today that's kind of scary, and, like, might have, like, totally, like, ruined my friendship with my crush, so that's great. I should probably get over my crush with her, though, because, like, she's clearly not gonna want to be in a relationship. Which kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. It really kind of sucks. So basically, I told you about, like, when we first met, like, I was making a joke about me being pansexual, and she was kind of like, oh, I'm not sure about my sexuality, and I was kind of like, well, damn. But then I kind of still had hope, because she didn't say I'm straight, she said, I'm not sure. So that's not indefinite, you know? But then, like, I just kept thinking, like, girl, like, I don't want to be one of those people who's, like, ends up being, like, best friends with, like, their crush or something, and then, like, nothing happens, and then when you do, like, finally dredge up the courage to talk to them about, like, how you feel about them, or it accidentally slips out or something, like, years or months later, and, like, your friend, like, can't see you as anything other than a best friend or, like, a sister or something. Like, I don't want that to happen to me with her, so, like, I was thinking, like, I need to, like, you know, like, I need to, like, hustle up, like, bitch, like, hurry the fuck up, like, hello. And I was, like, thinking, like, how can I do this without making it painfully obvious that I have a crush on her? And then I was thinking about how, like, she said she's unsure about things. And also, this would be kind of, like, true for me, too, though, because, like, I do kind of, like, want to date a girl, because I've never really dated a girl. I've experimented with girls, but most of that time, it's been, like, in the beginning, it was, like, both of us were curious, and then, like, towards, like, middle school, it was more of, like, the other girl was curious about what it would be like to be with a girl, and it was kind of just like, I was sort of just like, I mean, been doing this since I was younger, and I'm still not sure of my sexuality, so like, sure. But it was more of kind of like they were kind of using me, which is not the best fucking feeling, I'll tell you that. Anyways, so I've never actually been in a full-on relationship with a girl before, and never really been in a relationship with a guy before either. Well, like, there was this, like, one guy that I dated freshman year, and it was more of, like, the thrill of, like, the first date kind of thing, which we never actually went out. We kind of just, like, said we were dating, and then we would, like, eat together, and then we would talk a lot, and then, I remember he was very touchy-feely, and unless I know you really well, I'm not very touchy-feely, and, unless, like, I feel like this sort of, like, connection with you, or, like, I don't know, for me, it takes me a while to get, like, touchy-feely and close with guys, but with girls, like, it's, like, instantaneous, like, especially if I feel, like, some sort of connection with you, like, I'm always, like, touchy-feely with girls, but with guys, I'm kind of, like, which I think might have to do with, like, my abuse when I was younger, so, it's just kind of just gonna stay there, whatever. Scars and shit. We're not going deeper than that, thanks. But, like, it was just, like, he was always trying to, like, hold my hand and hug me, and, like, I think he tried to kiss me a couple times, too, but I was kind of oblivious, so I don't really remember that well, and I was just kind of, like, brushed him off, saying, like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable, and it's kind of like, okay, but then he kept, like, trying, and I was just kind of, boy, like, give me space, and he's like, but we're dating, and I was just kind of, like, well, then maybe we shouldn't date. I was just kept thinking that, like, how, like, being in a relationship made me uncomfortable with him. And then when we lasted 3 weeks, because, like, finally I just realized, like, oh, no, it was because, like, one time, like, we were, like, during lunch or something, and we were walking to get water, because we were complaining, like, they were thirsty, like, go get water, and I was just kind of like, okay, sure, I'll get you guys water. And then, so, like, I was gonna go get water, and then he was like, oh, I'll come with you, and I was like, okay, like, let's go. And then he was, like, literally, like, we were walking, and there was, like, a bunch of students around us, and he was just like, hey, Angela, and I was like, yeah. And he was like, I love you, and I was just like, really? You love me? Right. How long has it been since we've known each other? Like, maybe 2 months in total, and we've been dating for, like, maybe 3 weeks now. There's no fucking way you love me. And I was just kind of like, this is either he's disillusioned or he wants something from me. And I don't like either of those options. So it's kind of like, yeah, okay, boy. And it was just kind of like awkward silence, because I was kind of like, and then I was like, let's go get water. Wow, that was such a good topic changer. Okay. And we kind of didn't talk about it the rest of the day. It was kind of, like, really awkward. And then the next day, I kind of gathered my thoughts and was kind of like, you know, Angel, like, if he thinks he loves you, or, like, he wants something from you, like, you have to make it clear with him. Like, whatever you want, whatever you think is happening, like, it's not. Like, so I told him that. And I was like, I'm sorry if you feel like you love me, which I personally don't think you love me, but if you feel like you love me, I'm sorry, but I don't love you. I don't think I have the maturity to love you right now, and, like, it's just not gonna happen. He was kind of like, he was kind of cool with it, but then he was kind of, like, passive-aggressive a little bit, because he was just like, oh, I forgot to mention, it was the day before homecoming, and he'd bought our tickets, like, a few days beforehand, and dances at our school are very, like, chill. They're very, like, most people go with their friends. They don't really go with, like, their significant other or whatever. Some of them do, but most people just go with their friends. And, or they go in a group with their significant others, like, you know what I mean? And so, and he was just kind of, like, treating homecoming like it was, like, this big dance, like, for romance and shit, and I was kind of like, okay, but, and so, like, weird. And he also had the, like, weird habit, like, anytime we texted, he always, like, ended the text with beautiful. And it just kind of made me uncomfortable, and I was kind of like, okay. Like, I don't know, I just feel like whenever someone, like, comments something, like, on my physical appearance, I just, like, I don't like it, because it feels shallow. Like, anyone can comment or say something like, oh, you look nice, or whatever. And so, like, I always feel like physical appearance, like, compliments are shallow, so I don't really like them. Like, I mean, I appreciate them, and I'm just kind of like, thanks. But, like, I don't really, like them, because I don't really, like, believe people when they compliment my appearance. Because, like, pretty much everyone has some physical attribute that's nice. So, like, why are you complimenting my physical appearance? Like, it doesn't concern you. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But, that's just me. I'm just a weird person like that. And, might have to do with Terry, because he used to compliment me a lot, too. That's actually how it started. I remember, like, we went on a road trip, and I just kind of saw him, like, because I was a kid, so I just kind of saw him as, like, this adult figure that was just, like, in the background. But then, like, we had, like, this road trip with my dad, and, like, I remember we were, like, taking a hike, but then Terry, like, kind of wanted to take a hike, like, together, like, in the, like, meadows. Oh, wait, no, I did. I wanted to go, like, walk in the flowers in the meadows. And then Dad was kind of busy doing something. And, oh, yeah, the car broke down or something happened with the car. And so we were, like, parked over, and there's, like, this pretty meadow. And I kind of was like, I want to go to the meadow. And my dad was like, Terry, can you, like, walk with her to the meadow? And I was like, he was like, yeah, sure. And then I think that's where it started, where I kind of felt weird, because, like, he would just, like, that was where, like, the compliments and, like, the weird touches first started. And, like, he didn't touch me then, but, like, that was when the compliments first started. And then, like, a few days later, like, the touching started, and then eventually that escalated into rape. But, maybe that's why I don't like physical compliments. Because it reminds me of Terry. I don't know. And then there's also, like, I don't really like physical compliments, because, like, I'm, like, really afraid of, like, becoming, like, an arrogant, like, selfish bitch, which I kind of am. But, like, I don't want to be, like, a true arrogant selfish bitch, where, like, I don't give a shit about anybody else but myself, and I think I'm, like, this beautiful person who has, like, the most amazing personality, which I know I don't. Like, I look like a fucking potato. Also, like, my personality is shit, and I didn't, like, ooh, like, I know this, but, like, I'm, like, afraid of, like, somehow getting confidence, and then, like, arrogance, and then, like, becoming, like, one of those, like, faceless bitches who is just like, yeah, I'm so pretty, like, look at me. Like, I'm kind of afraid of that, so, like, that's probably another reason why I don't, like, take physical compliments very well. And then also, I kind of think they're shallow. But, wow, this went way fucking off topic. But, like, okay, so, I'm trying to think. Sorry if my pen clicking is in the background is really annoying. Whoops. We're just gonna take this stuff that I can mess around with away, because, like, I don't know what's gonna do it. Okay, can you, like, go 5 seconds without touching something, Angela? Like, really, honestly. Okay, so, also, there's this, like, new Snapchat filter that I'm kind of low-key obsessed with, because, like, it has, like, cat eyes. Like, it literally makes your eyes into, like, yellowish, like, slit, like, cat eyes, which is so cool. Like, I think it's so cool. And, like, I, like, just love looking at it, because, like, it's just so cool seeing your eyes like that. Like, it's so cool. Like, honestly, like, if I had, like, a dream body, like, first off, I would get rid of this, like, ugly-ass, potato pale-ass, fucking, like, baby-ass face. And then I would make my hair behave, because, like, Honey Boo Boo. And then also, like, I would make it so, like, you could literally, like, change your hair color, like, with, like, a click of a button or, like, a thought or something. Because, like, I just, like, feel like I always have, like, all of these, like, different, like, words. Like, I always have, like, these different moods, and I, like, want my physical appearance to express that. And so, like, I would, like, love to change my hair all the time. And I think that would be really cool and fun to do. But then I also, like, would love to have, like, elf ears. And then also, like, cat eyes. Like, you know, the yellow eyes with, like, the slits. And then I also would, like, fangs. Which I kind of already have fangs, but they're not, like, that big. I kind of want bigger ones. Like, I would want, like, that. And then that's it. Yeah. I just want fangs, elf ears, and cat eyes, guys. And, like, changing hair at a thought. Like, you know, like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, you could do it. You honestly probably could with the plastic surgery around right now. But, like, I know if I change that, though, like, those changes would be permanent. And, like, I don't know. I'm not sure, like, if I want to live with cat eyes, fangs, and elf ears my entire fucking life. Like, being 80 years old with my, like, weird-ass cat eyes. I would fucking creep people out. Like, Halloween, hi, guys. They'd be like, ah! Honestly, I probably already terrify people, as it is, though. As I am. What was I gonna say? I can't even remember. Jeez. Also, I'd probably get rid of my unibrow because it has present. It is present. Also, I don't like my eyebrows because, like, they have, like, little hairs. They're, like, stray hairs everywhere. And then in the beginning, they're, like, really sparse. And then in the, like, this part, it looks like sperm. Like, my eyebrows literally look like a sperm. Like, this is the head. And then this is the tail of the sperm. Like, I fucking hate my eyebrows. Like, they're so fucking weird looking. Like, they look like villain eyebrows. Like, they look like Disney villain eyebrows. And then they also have, like, little stray hairs everywhere. And then I have, like, little hairs here, so it's kind of like a unibrow. And, like, really annoying. And then my face is like a baby face. And my lips are, like, paper-ass thin. God, what is this? Criticize my physical appearance day? Okay. Huh. God damn it, what was I gonna fucking say, damn it? Okay, you know what? Oh! Crush. Okay, so I kind of ruined my crush, like, a little bit, because, like, okay, so she said that she's, like, unsure of her sexuality, and I was kind of like, what does that mean? I was, like, asking her, because, like, I was, like, unsure what to ask her, because, like, originally, like, I was gonna ask her, like, you're unsure of your sexuality, like, I'm pansexual, but I've never been with a girl before, like, dated a girl before, like, would you ever, like, want to be in a relationship and, like, discover, like, what it's like to be dating a girl? I was gonna ask her that, but then I decided to first start off with a question, because, like, a different question, because I got kind of, like, nervous, and I was just kind of like, you know what, Angela, let's lead into it slowly, not just jump in there, and it's like riding a bike, Angela. You go slowly. You don't, like, hop on there and, like, ride, like, BMXs, okay? So, decided to take it slow, and I was like, so, what did you mean? I was like, hey, you remember, like, when we first met and you said you were unsure of your sexuality? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, what did you mean by that exactly? And she was just like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't really want to be in a relationship with anyone anymore. And I was just kind of like, well, that solves my other question, doesn't it? So, like, I'm like never gonna be in a relationship with her. Probably. That's kind of sad. Cause like, I mean, I wasn't like in love with her, but like I had a crush on her, like, and I was like kind of interested in her, really interested in her, and like, this is life. Rejections happen. We must move on. Yeah. Plus, like, she's not like the only person out there. Like, there are other fish in the sea. Oh God, I just said that, didn't I? Ugh. Ugh. Okay. But like, yeah. And plus, I'm pansexual, so like, there are a lot of fish for this particular person. You know what I'm saying? Oh God. Oh my God. Stop. Yeah, I'm kind of sad though. But like I said, there are other people that I can meet in the future. And like, I'm just glad that I got it out now before I actually got really attached to her and thought I was like, and got disillusioned that I was in love with someone. Like, before like we were in a relationship. So like, that's good, I guess. And like, I'll just have to like get over my crush. Like, I don't know how, but we're gonna get there, okay? We're gonna get there. I'm not there yet. And I probably will always have like little small romantic like pictures with her, but like, at least until I get in another relationship, or until like high school ends and like I don't talk to her anymore. But oh, do you hear that crack? Oh, but until then, I probably will still have like a slight crush on her, but like, it's not gonna be like as major as it could have been, and I don't have to suffer through like the heartache of a broken heart, like. So I guess that's good. There's always positives to shit, right? What I'm really nervous about though is like, I have an essay that I was supposed to finish like Friday. I did not finish it. It's late. And that's great, because this is an AP class that I have a late essay in. Also, this particular AP class, like, I have a lot of missing assignments in, because it's my only AP class, and like, there's a like go through stuff so fast, and like, it's very difficult to like keep pace up and remember everything. And so I have a lot of missing assignments, and like, this essay is a big points, like, it's a big rule, like, it's big buckaroo points, like, holy shit, man. And I don't know why I started Jamaican when I said that. Like, clearly this bitch is white. Why the fuck did I sound Jamaican? I don't know. But so like, I have to finish that essay, and then I also have to rewrite or like edit like the editations that my friend put in my essay for English class, and then I have to practice that essay, because like, when we practiced it Friday, I sucked balls and was nervous and shaking and shy and just like, hello, Miss Insecurity. We are back. I feel like being more in tune with like my emotions and my past has made me like almost back to how I was when I was like fucking like, okay, hair, do you see this hair? Like, it just, I don't know why, but this specific side, like, I don't know why, like, this side of hair, like, just this right side of hair just has like this little divot, and it loves to like fucking fall in front of my face, and I'm just like, bitch, like, do I look like going on my face? No, can you maybe not? Thank you. Like, I really need to go to bed. It is 2:37. Yeah, someone needs to go to sleep at fucking witching hour. That's great. Ugh. There's so many like fucking like weird stories about 3 a.m. One of them being that it's the devil's hour and like the fucking like, what is it called? The barrier or the gateway between heaven and hell, or like earth and hell, is like thinner at 3 a.m. And then there's also like that it's the witching hour, which means like witches can travel and like teleport and stuff at like 3 a.m. I don't believe in either, but you know, whatever. Also, I'm hungry. It's kind of annoying because we don't really have that much food. We have a bunch of ramen, but this ramen is kind of like knockoff ramen that I don't really like that much. And then we have a bunch of frozen dinners that are like basically processed chicken, which if you don't know what processed chicken is, it's basically like the type of meat that's put in chicken nuggets, but it's frozen, and they like put fake grill marks on it and are like, here, this is chicken. Bitch, that's not fucking chicken. Like, are you fucking like stupid? Like, no. That's not chicken. That is not chicken. It doesn't taste like chicken. It tastes like plain, watery, like meat. Like tuna can meat almost, but like chicken-y. And it's just gross. And I hate it. And that's like 95% of those frozen dinners that Grandma gets. And they're all gross. We don't really have anything else other than the stupid ramen, which I don't like either, because I'm a picky-ass fucking bitch. I'm actually not that picky. It's just like I don't really like the food that we have right now. And we're almost at 33 minutes, so I'm gonna say goodbye, because this bitch talked too long when she doesn't say goodbye first. So bye-bye.